Yeah, well, we've got a lot of problems.
Do you feel that there's maybe a serious problem?
A serious problem? Sure.
Okay. Now, what is that serious? What is one problem?
Well, we've got a problem where we've got youth today that don't see the opportunities before them. They come out of school with debts and no jobs. We don't make anything in America anymore, so consequently the opportunities for folks are just more limited. We have people going to work at McDonald's looking for $15 an hour when that should be a job for a teenager in part-time in school and as a springboard to other work. Instead, people trying to make a career out of a job that was never meant to be one. So the only way you fix that is encourage people to reach higher. You don't make the lower end jobs pay more. You make the lower end jobs the step to say, all right, I can handle this, maybe I can handle more, and you get people to look to do more for themselves. But it has to dovetail in with industry and big business looking to reinvest in America and create those opportunities. So you can't have all profits centered on stockholders and boards of directors and not investing in the company itself to grow the company and give people a stake in the future of that company. There has to be some sort of incentive for people to continue to push harder, reach higher.
So essentially, corporations need to give a little more incentives, and also it needs to be shown, I guess, working.
Hard work
pays off. There you go.
Absolutely. When you have 30-year-olds still living at home, a mom and dad, and content to have a low-paying job because they can't afford a house and they don't have any ambition to do better, then obviously there's a problem there. And you have universities that are offering degrees that don't translate to jobs. You come out with a degree in psychology, and there's only so many needs for a psychologist, right? Or you do want something in international studies. How does that train? Well, we need plumbers and electricians and computer engineers and folks that build stuff and make things and innovate, right? And we seem to have lost a little of that,
So that being said, do you feel that there's an advocate for you or for all of us to go to fix this problem?
Running for office? I don't know.
Okay.
I'm disaffected by our candidate choices a little bit right now.
Do you feel that, or do you know who our senators are? For Florida.
Yeah, like Marco Rubio, and I'm trying to remember who the other one is.
I don't know if that's right, but actually the first person to answer that question, everybody else, nobody knows.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, we don't know.
Marco Rubio is a senator from Florida. He was running for president, didn't make the final cut.
So essentially the reason I bring that up is, well, I guess let me get to the last question, but they're supposed to be our representatives. They're
True.
supposed to represent us.
Right.
Now, the reason I bring that up, do you feel that you would benefit from having an advocacy that's for the people to change, cause change here or there, but they answer for the people as a whole?
Advocacy can be beneficial, but it can't be seen as a replacement for personal involvement. You drive change from the local level out. If you could reach out to Washington and hope that somebody's going to wave a magic wand 2,000 miles away and make things better in Florida, it's not going to happen.
So essentially, what if this was non-governmental and was just an organization that brought people together and answered, listened to what the people have to say and responded on behalf of the people?
Well, I guess then that kind of depends on the power structure and how it played out. If it's just nothing other than a club or a group or something like that. One second, I'll call you right back. It's probably okay. I'm not for unions. I've seen them as advocacy groups just drive businesses out of the area because they don't have the vision of what does it take to be competitive in a marketplace. They just look at it as an adversarial relationship between business and employer, and they're trying to get the best deal for the employee, but at the expense of the business.
Both sides.
They're single focus, right? So there's no ombudsman that can really figure out how does the business prosper and how does that prosperity trickle down to the employees so everybody wins. You know, a rising tide floats all boats. You know, what happens too often in a political environment where you have unions involved, it becomes a us versus them relationship with management. You know, and they see the auto industry as this big cash cow that all the profits are going to the bigwigs and they're not getting any to the workers or something like that. And the next thing you know, you've got a guy turning a wrench with no skills at all, making $40,000 a year, and doesn't have the skills of somebody else that working in a small business that's only making half as much. You know, so while you need good paying jobs for people at the lower end, you don't want to make those lower end jobs so comfortable that there's no incentive to reach high.
I think that's actually very good. So, very good input actually. So essentially what we're trying to do, we're the One Life organization. We're trying to start an organization that is accountable. We listen for people.